Hey everybody, welcome back to Mom. Can I have another dollar? We're getting shot out of the sky.
Hey, it's Valkenhayn R. Helsing from Blaze Blue. Like and subscribe
Clearly.
if you get my reference to something that no one knows what the fuck I'm talking about. Hey, it's
Well,
that
clearly
guy.
that guy doesn't, the boss character doesn't get us at all because he asked, don't you ever give up? Not knowing that that's most of what we do.
We've been
we
giving up
only give up.
continuously for like half a decade. That's basically, Mom, can I have another ding dang?
Protracted series of capitulations.
Well, is it a series or is it just one long capitulation? It's like, it's on the scale of like solar flares, you know what I mean? Like how it's really like on the sun, it's just like a little poop, but to us, it's like a huge arc of energy that lasts for years and years, and it, you know.
So I thought we
It's,
were. Sorry, I was going to say something that's not necessary.
if you chart it out on a timeline, there's like a series of events and, you know, graphs and sort of shit happening. And then our line is just the word fuck it written across the whole thing.
So I thought we were cops. Like, why? Where are we that like we're fighting an actual army?
I thought you were some kind of nonsensical time-based law enforcement agency, and who gives a fuck?
Fair.
Fairgrounds.
So we're all confused. We all have no clue what the fuck is
I
supposed
don't
to be
know
going
if
on.
confusion adequately expresses it. It's more like being completely inundated with indifference.
Yeah, confusion intimates some sort of engagement.
Oh, that's like, that sounds almost collegiate, Nick. That should be like a chapter title in some kind of big, thick book with no pictures. Confusion intimates engagement. The ins and outs of social media or whatever.
Some poor college student has to reference it, like has to put their notes in their oh goodness, their
The
attribution
bibliography.
at the end. Yeah.
The bibliography.
Yeah, it does seem like something that you would definitely see in like social media engagement or something
Fuck
like that.
shits and cocksuckers. How social media has redefined the semiotic mind space. An exhaustive report by some cocksucker with a stupid name. See, I
There
know
you
how
go.
college works.
That's the name of the book.
Yeah, you pretty much nailed it.
Well, no, that's the report that's cited in
Oh,
the
that's
book,
the
but it's
lesson-
written by the same guy. He's
That's-
citing himself because he's a fucking charlatan.
Yeah,
That's what
there
you
go.
find when you have to
citation
use
is citation is the word I was looking for earlier,
Oh.
but you can tell how well I did at that in school since I couldn't even remember the fucking word.
I said bibliography.
Yeah, I knew
Blibbly blobbery.
bibliography was there, but that also wasn't what I was exactly trying to get at.
Man, why
But
are
yeah.
they transporting a giant glans penis on a flatbed? Did Eddie Murphy make another movie?
Wow, that's like a really deep cut right there, man. Holy shit. No one's going to get that one. That took me a second. That is a deep cut. Holy shit.
I mean, if you really want to meet Dave,
Meat, but it's with an A. Dave's Meat. It's the sequel. You can't say my idea is dumber than what they actually did with it, though.
I don't know what they actually did
I
with it.
remember the day I heard about that movie, and I was so fucking bemused that I tried to explain it the next day to somebody, and I was like, I saw the trailer, and I'm trying to summarize. I'm like, as far as I can tell, it's like Eddie Murphy, and he's really small, but he's inside of Eddie Murphy, who's normal sized. and it sounds like a fucking Psychic Pebbles idea.
It sounds like the plot to Being John Malkovich.
it does. I could see an episode of Oni Plays or something, and they would be describing tiny Eddie Murphy, like, but running through regular-sized Eddie Murphy.
I think the writer of the screenplay like took to the internet to like kind of explain himself, and like the original idea was something that made some kind of sense. I forget what it was, but it was basically like some kind of alien is disguised as a human and is like, you know, like getting into fish out of water situations, but then they like basically the studio said, no, there's not enough Eddie Murphy in this movie. I got it. The guy inside the person body, like the person body was going to be Eddie Murphy to begin with, and like, but the guy inside him has to be Eddie Murphy too. Double the Eddie Murphy. That means double the tickets. And the writer hung himself, but right before he did, he wrote a little blog post explaining, before you blame me for this.
Just so you know,
I'm literate.
Yeah.
I knew it was a bad idea.
This guy was going in expecting another Nutty Professor sort of situation, like trying to dream up all of these different characters and roles for Eddie Murphy to fill exclusively, and then when he finds out that there's only the one, he's like, but what?
I mean, it makes sense if you think about like that. If it's just, okay, somewhere, somehow, someone, we don't know who, is going to be like an alien or some kind of thing, and they're going to have a fake human that they pilot around, and that is going to be Eddie Murphy, and he's going to act wacky among people, right? And it's like, oh, okay, I see where you're going with this.
It sounds like an Osmosis Jones sort of deal.
I think the reason it stands out to me so much is it's the first time I remember in a theater seeing something that made so little sense that I can't believe a like professional group of people.
Oh, you went and watched
made
this
it.
film?
I didn't watch the film. I saw the trailer for some in front of some other movie. I just remember like it's stuck in my because it was like it's like Eddie Murphy. He's in like a control room and he's like a tiny guy, and then it like cuts to the thing he's piloting and it's just Eddie Murphy again. And I'm like, what? What the hell is that? What's the difference? What the fuck are you talking about?
All I know
Am
about
I drunk?
I didn't even know this context until you just mentioned it, but all I knew about the fucking movie was that you sent a picture of a giant Eddie Murphy head on the back of a truck.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it
Like
was
10
something
years
related
ago.
to promoting the movie. They had like, I don't know, probably an equally poorly thought out promotion, but it was like a giant Eddie Murphy statue or something like that. And I don't know if it was like on the way to building it or something, but someone took a picture on the highway of a flatbed with a giant like 20-foot Eddie Murphy head sitting on the back of it. And I just remember that picture with the caption, "Look upon my works, ye mighty, and despair." And it's a Ozymandias reference.
The whole thing does kind of, it smells like some Adult Swim bullshit. Just like some sort of ad campaign where like the whole joke is seeing how many times they can say Eddie Murphy in Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. I mean,
in Eddie Murphy.
I mean,
in Eddie Murphy. In Eddie Murphy.
just the picture of a giant Eddie Murphy head for no reason on the highway sounds like some Adult Swim shit.
Yeah.
That sounds like a title card on the Eric Andre show with like, "We'll be right back."
Yeah.
But nope, it was real. It was a bunch of adult grown human men trying their goddamnedest to come up with a marketable idea. You know what? At least I never did that. Of
What?
everything else I've ever
Did anything
attempted and failed
successful?
at least me at my best wasn't, what about Eddie Murphy and it's Eddie Murphy and there's a giant Eddie Murphy. And then we put one on a truck for no reason.
Yeah, but you would have made a lot of money if you had made that movie.
No, I wouldn't have. I'd find a way.
I wonder if it made its own money back. I bet it was a sinker.
Well, I bet 0% of human beings watching this even know what the fuck we're talking about, even after explaining it this long. So I'm guessing not.
Even offering up like names and everything that you can research and verify, it's like, nope, I'm safer just not having any idea.
Eddie Murphy, football
The old pigskin?
turns into Dilbert. I'm just going to point out real quick that the final boss looks like the canonical face of Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget. Anyway, moving on.
Oh, he had a canonical face?
Yeah, they made an action figure of him after the show ended, and like the face was covered in the package, and you had to buy it to see what he looked like.
Oh,
I was
hoping that you
really
just
fucking boring. It was just an old man with like gray hair that was shaped into horns, kind of like this guy. I always imagined he had a fucking mutated cat face. You know what I mean?
I just imagined he was just.
He is that guy who got all the plastic surgery to look like a tiger.
Yeah. Well, I figured his face would have looked like the MAD logo, not Alfred E. Newman. I mean, like the black cat with horns that always shows up on stuff that the evil guys had. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it looks like this horse shit.
When you think about it, how bizarre that this evil organization, this guy had all sorts of options for his logo and just made it a cat. Like, dude is just a huge cat nut.
Like, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
graphic design is not something meant for the evil at heart, you know? They don't
It's
really
meant,
tend to...
Yeah.
the evil are meant to exploit those who are good at it. That's how.
Yes, like every time that we put our Patreon money to artistic use.
Yeah,
or like the Starbucks logo, you know. Is the rest of the game just going to be
I
like
don't
you
know.
facing off against this autonomous hand?
This game is fucking wild. Like, I don't know what the hell is happening.
I
Like,
thought the adjective next to come from your mouth was going to be long or interminable.
well, then the question is, do we continue playing?
I don't know.
Well, I guess you'll find out next time.
Sure.
Yeah.